Kidmissing TV. Today, we're going to talk about the historic case of Muriel Drinkwater. Now, chances are Muriel's killer has already seen justice before the ultimate judge in heaven. But maybe we can find out who this person was and why they did this. Muriel was 12 years old when she was killed on the 27th of June, 1946. She was walking through a semi-wooded path to her home from school in Swansea, Wales. Now, this path, I say semi-wooded because her mother could see her walking home in certain spots. Certain spots were not visible because they were blocked by the trees and stuff. So I'm thinking whoever did this had to know where to get her in a blind spot where her mother couldn't see her. And her mother was watching her. And couldn't imagine why she hadn't come home. They started searching and they found her body. The last person to see her was another little boy on the path. He was actually going in the opposite direction, back toward his home. He had gotten some eggs from her parents' farm. He was later completely ruled out as a suspect. And his name was Herbert Hoyles. He was 13. Scotland Yard was brought into the investigation. They had a bomb disposal unit, metal detectors, because they were trying to find the weapon that was used on her. She was shot and raped. She was shot with a World War II Colt 45. That's some serious firepower. The 45 caliber gun can make one hell of a hole. That's a big, fat bullet. I don't know virtually anything about guns or ammo, but I've seen different different calibers, not in person, but in pictures and in TV and stuff. 45 is a huge gun. Not a huge gun in the hand. It's a handgun, but it's a big fat bullet. And on a 12-year-old, on anyone it would be devastating, but on a 12-year-old, I don't know where she was shot. God forbid if it was in the head, because there wouldn't have been one left. Anybody that knows more about firearms can probably answer better and go ahead in the comments. The only thing I know for sure, like I said, is that a 45 is a hell of an impact. Police circulated photos of a similar gun to American GIs because it was a Colt from World War II, and it was U.S. Army issued. In 2008, police finally were able to obtain a DNA profile from her clothing. The DNA cleared the teenage boy. It also ruled out notorious child killer Harold Jones. In 2020, BBC One made a documentary about child murders in England and Wales. There actually was one done on Muriel, excuse me, that I watched. It was really good. I don't know, like I said, they weren't specific about where she was shot. I'm sure they're keeping that back because of the killer. They did say she was sexually assaulted. And that was probably the motive. But it's interesting that it was an American gun issued two soldiers. It was a soldier's sidearm. Now, do I think it was an American soldier who was still peacekeeping after World War II, because this was 1946? No, I actually don't. Because I really don't think any of the soldiers were in Wales at that time period. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Politely, but please correct me. But I don't think our soldiers were stationed in Wales. I think they were mostly in London. In the main part of the United Kingdom, where most of the destruction had been. Now, could someone have gotten a hold of that gun? Of course. Took it off a dead soldier. There was a lot of fighting in Europe. Or could have bought it, from someone who got it from someone else, and yeah. I don't know if they ever tried to trace the serial number or had, excuse me, the ability to do that at that time. Because they didn't have computers or anything, obviously. I don't know if they still have the weapon or not. Oh no, they don't have the weapon. They just know what it was based on the bullet. So I guess that answers the question about the serial number, doesn't it? I am such a dip sometimes. If they had found the weapon, that would have been great. Now, I highly recommend that you watch the documentary on this case, because it gives you more pictures of the area and video of the area. I will find it. It's on YouTube, and post a link to it underneath this video in the description. Thank you for watching. Next time I will be doing a video about the case of Melissa Highsmith that I actually did the radio show on this past week with her wonderful brother. I will try to include clips of the radio show if I can figure out how. I know how to put it there, but I don't know how to cut pieces of it. I have to figure that out. I think I need to use my audio editor for that. But I'm going to do some research, guys, and if I can do that, I will. But I'll let you know when I make the video. I want to thank you for listening, for keeping all of these children's cases alive. I am so excited, by the way. I have so many cases planned for September. Every Monday and Wednesday, unless something comes up. I have, well, obviously the first one is Melissa, but I have cases like Raymond Erickson coming up next week, who disappeared after the Hartford Circus fire. Diana and Mark Yoli is coming up next month. They disappeared from Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, where their father was stationed. I just have so many, and I'm very excited and I'm excited for the ones to come, because I have a huge list of ones still to write for upcoming months. I might try to do themed months, where I find cases that all go within, like in October, maybe find cases all around Halloween, in December find cases all around Christmas, something like that. If it's something you'd be interested in, please leave a like, leave a comment. I hope you like, by the way, my new outro that I made myself. I think it came out pretty decently. Let me know in the comments what you think. Um, and I just, totally off topic, want to say that my prayers go up on the absolute highest for the people in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama that are going through this horrible storm. And unfortunately, she's bringing Wayne my way this weekend, as if we need more here in New England. We had a tropical storm last week. But anyway, I shouldn't complain too much. So my prayers are up for them. And join me in those prayers, please. Thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless.